This movie made me laugh. It made me squirm. It made me cover up my face. The drama starring Robert Patterson and Zendaya. It's a good movie, but I don't think it's going to be a crowd pleaser, to say the least. This isn't going to be a movie where, at the end, people clap like Project Hail Mary. It's not going to be like that. This movie is going to make people feel very uncomfortable. It made me feel uncomfortable, I'll say that. And at the end, I didn't hear anybody clapping or anything like that. It's not that type of movie. But it is entertaining, sort of a unique romantic comedy, but it's also sort of it's dark. It's a dark comedy, to say the least. Okay, so the movie focuses on this couple. Really, this couple, they're getting ready to get married. Charlie and Emma, and they're preparing for their wedding, and they sit down and have a dinner with their friends Rachel and Mike, and they start talking about the worst thing that they've done, and just having this conversation. And when Emma, played by Zendaya, shares the worst thing that she's ever done, it creates a ripple effect where her soon-to-be husband, played by Robert Patterson, is completely shocked by the situation. He is horrified to find out what this thing is. And let me just say, watching his reaction to it was really funny and really hilarious. This guy, all the little things he was doing in response, because he started to look at her differently afterwards. I thought that was pretty entertaining. But her secret that she shared, it was like super dark. She was drunk at the time. They're all drunk. It's really dark. But I remember thinking, okay, well, I don't think I would have been as freaked out by this. Because at one point he's working on a letter. He's working on his speech. And one of the things he highlighted in the speech was he loved her because of her kindness. And I remember thinking, watching it in the theater, well, okay, just because somebody's kind, that doesn't mean that they're not capable of doing something horrible. That doesn't mean they don't have a darkness in them. And I remember thinking in the theater, well, the person's kind because they choose to help others. They choose to be kind. They're not kind because they have to be because they're weak. That's not really kindness. When you have a choice of having that darkness and also having the light and choosing the light, that makes a person truly kind, in my opinion. But watching his reaction to her and some of the decisions that he makes it just creates more chaos, and eventually end up at the wedding reception. Like other movies, you would have a big deal with the wedding. Will he or will he not? He started to think twice about whether he wants to be with this woman or not, because she's not the woman he thought she was. Then there's a wedding reception. My goodness. Oh, boy, I was covering my face. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe it. What a train wreck. And some of the decisions that he made earlier in the movie, so come back to haunt him in that movie. I mean, in that scene. And this is a pretty entertaining movie. The drama, I'm trying not to spoil it, but I will put it this way. I don't think I would have reacted the same way because, I don't even want to spoil it. I don't think I would have reacted the same way, but watching him react that way was really fascinating. And watching their friends, the other couple, Rachel and Mike, watching how they reacted is kind of bizarre. It's like, come on, people, get real. I just thought that was kind of funny. But I don't know, maybe I'm just different from them. Maybe I'm what they would consider to be a psycho. I mean, it's a dramatic response to what she did, or the fact that she didn't. Well, anyway, I don't want to spoil it. Definitely worth checking out if you can. Watch it in the theaters, but it's getting harder and harder for me to recommend movies in the theater because I was just looking at something just on one of the apps, and a movie I just saw was a couple weeks ago. It's already on the damn apps. I mean, it's already on the streaming services, or at least you can buy it, a pay-per-view or whatever. It's like, it's been 2 weeks. What the hell? You're going to release the movie in the theaters, and 2 weeks later, hey, you can get it right here from the convenience of your own home. Well, then what the hell? Why am I going to the damn theaters? Like, why don't I, instead of spending $15 on the ticket and another $20 on popcorn and soda, why not just stay at home and just spend that money on a bigger, nicer TV bigger, nicer sound system, and I can just always watch this stuff at home. Like, why bother? Anyway, but I'm getting off on a tangent right there. If you saw this movie, share your thoughts. Just share your thoughts. Thanks for watching.